All right, quick review on a difference of squares. We need to know it's a binomial, which means there's two terms. It must be subtracting. And those are the two things I'm looking for, if I can spell it. And then the next word is, once that's true, we are going to square root each term. And now we're going to practice. So square root means, again, what number times itself? That's what we're looking for. If it's algebra, we're going to divide the exponent by 2. That's what it means that way. So we're going to put all of this together to factor. So let's look at some examples together. So if I have x squared take away 49, it's a binomial and subtracting. So I'm going to square root x squared, which means I take the exponent and I divide that exponent by 2. So 2 divided by 2, well, that's 1x. And then I square root the second term. What number times itself is 49? I write that answer down, and I write it down twice. So I write the same thing down twice, and then one's adding and one's subtracting. And that's it. Here's another example. So I want to recognize it's a binomial and subtracting. So we're going to square root. So square root 9, square root x squared divided by 2. That's just x. And then square root 100. What number times itself is 100? So you get those two, 3x and 10. And then one's adding and one's subtracting. Sometimes you get a situation where you have to be careful that if you're asked to factor this, because it's not subtracting, this is a situation we write down the word prime because we can't factor it. So if it's a binomial and subtracting, here we go. If not, it's prime and I can't factor it. All right, here's our last example. All right, let's write this down and factor it. So it's a binomial and subtracting. We're going to square root. So the square root of 25 is 5. And when you square root an exponent, you take it and divide it by 2. So it's 12 divided by 2. And now the second term, square root 144. What number times itself is 144? That's 12. So 1 is 5x to the 6 and 12. So you write it down twice, and then one's adding and one's subtracting. All right, there's a review on a difference of squares. Mr. G Math over and out. I hope that helped. Good luck.